Welcome to the news. His Excellency Professor Alpha Conde early Saturday morning arrived in the Gambia for a day-long visit. The Guinean president was received at the foot of the aircraft by his Gambian counterpart, Sheikh Professor Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh Babili Mansa. Shortly after his arrival, Professor Jammeh and President Conde headed to the Coco Ocean Resort for talks. After hours of discussions behind closed doors, President Conde later rounded up his visit and returned to Conakry. That was after the two leaders spoke to waiting reporters. Here's what they have to say.
Bon, je pense que les relations sont très bonnes, mais nous allons faire en sorte de renforcer davantage.
That the relationship between the two countries are already good, but they are looking into strengthening them. And also there is a family relationship. Don't forget that the First Lady is from Guinea. And then in terms of looking into the future, both presidents would try in order to advance things. There were some difficulties also in terms of the relationship that Gambia has with Senegal, but the president was kind enough, and the President Conde thanks President Jammeh for his leadership in terms of accepting to send a delegation over to Senegal in order to resolve those issues. And he's also aware that we are Muslims and the fasting time is coming over, and both leaders feel that the population should not suffer. So this is why they're taking a step forward in order to make things right. And at the same time, this has been a quick visit by President Conde, and he's also looking to come on an official trip. President said from the 2nd, so him and his brother, the President Jammeh, can discuss issues further and how to strengthen the relationship between our two countries.
I just want to thank my brother for coming. He's leading in terms of age, and in Africa we respect age because that is sacrosanct in our virtues. And he came as a brother to visit the Gambia. What he said is very true. I hate to see Africans suffer. I hate to see conflict between African countries. I have no intention of going to Senegal to resolve the issue of the border, because our border is open, the tariffs are down, they close the border, and I will not negotiate with somebody that has closed the border. But a lot of people are suffering. There are so many people appealing to me, and he has been talking to me constantly, and he said, look, we are going to save the people that are suffering. They are suffering more in Senegal than in the Gambia. And I said, no, I will not go, because I didn't close the border, and I have opened my border. If people in Senegal are suffering, it's because of their government. They closed the border. We have not closed the border. But people are suffering, and that's the truth. And I don't, as a Muslim and as an African, I don't want to see Africans suffer. So if it is for us to go there and then resolve the issue so that the people that are suffering will not suffer again, I will do it. Not because of a position of weakness, but because of it's a position of dignity, because the Almighty Allah is always with people that are reasonable, that are humble, you know. But he has also intervened to make sure that the truth is known, and that the issue is resolved once and for all. Because remember that this is more than the 8th time that the Senegalese since 1994 have been closing the border at will. At any time they wish, they close it, and any time they wish, they open it. In addition to that, the tariff that they were complaining about was reciprocal. We charged them the same thing they charged Gambian trucks. So they had no excuse to say Gambia arbitrarily raised the tariff. Because after all the complaints, we complained to them, they said they were not aware of that. So okay, if you are not aware of that, and it's your customs that are collecting it, we will also reciprocate. So Gambia has not done anything wrong. But you see, even the Almighty Allah will offend him and we say we are sorry. So if Allah can forgive, why not us? Because as Muslims, if we don't let things go, Allah also may not let certain things go that you have done where you wrong him. I'm a peacemaker in Africa. So when people give the impression that, oh, Gambia has a conflict with another country, it's not true. But Where people talk, I keep quiet. That is why I didn't say anything. The reality is known. They say, oh, there's Gambia who has closed the border. The Senegalese come and realize that the Gambian border is open. And we have more than 950,000 Senegalese in this country. And we have less than 5,000 Gambians in Senegal. You go to our markets, they are all Senegalese. You go to Sandaga, you don't find a single Gambian there. But as a Pan-Africanist, we are all one family. And if I don't want Africans to be the laughing stock of others. And that is why the Senegals are all citizens, including Guineans, are treated under the same law that Gambians have been treated in this country. And they are living peacefully in this country. And that is what I want to see Africa. An Africa free of conflict so that we can tap our huge natural resources that we have. We can't spend all our resources in fighting each other and then auctioning the resources to get arms to kill more people, and then we become poor at the end of the day. That is not my wish, and I've done it for the sake of him and for the sake of Islam and for all the Muslims. Thank you.